than 2 decades later, what, if anything, would you do differently about the manifesto?
Well, starting with the fact that we agreed that it was a product of 17 very particular people at a very particular moment in time with a particular thing on our mind, right? We were fighting a battle and so on and so forth. Taking all that into account, if we just look at anything that we would shift, there were 17 people, and we all have our heart tied up in some part of there, and some other part we're maybe less interested in. What's his name? Schutzke's just lost his name. Mr. Crisp guy who did the Spotify model. Him. Anyway, he found a lovely solution. We get stuck on the word software, and when you look at it, although it does say the manifesto for Agile software development, and we were programmers and we were talking about software. About 6 months later, Jim Highsmith and I looked at each other and went, this doesn't actually have a lot to do with software, does it? Right? And then immediately we've been trying since 2000 and late 2001 to get it out of software. So like if you just take the manifesto, the 4 values, and people anchor on the word software too much, you replace that with value, and you replace responding to change with responding to feedback. You make a 2-word change to the manifesto. Now it's completely general. Individuals and interaction, and forget the over part. Like it's just, we have a value center, put your energy on, and 2 of them have to do with people, and they aren't adjacent, so people don't notice that, but half the manifesto is about humans, right? So we take them, just reorder them a little bit. You get individuals and interactions, customer collaboration as the first 2, delivering value, right? Delivering value and responding to feedback. Now you've got software out of the equation, and now it's completely general. So if I just leave the manifesto in place and make a 2-word change and do that little reordering, I've got everything I need, to do with it. I don't know, change. I keep coming back every time we think about like redoing it. We were fighting for permission to talk to customers or deliver software. We were fighting against documents and plan. We were fighting, right? We were fighting for our lives, and that doesn't exist anymore. And so when anybody says, "Gee, what would the next manifesto be for?" I go, "Well, first of all, don't ask me because I got mine. You have to find somebody who's unhappy with something, and they'll write theirs." And all through this whole last hour, I've been just going like, where is there a battle going on? Like, where's the fight? Because we can't. And I don't know where the fight. If we could say, yeah, I think that the product owner, the product orientation, that super important, mega interesting. We've got the tech done. It's done, canned, sliced, it's cooked. It's like, that's done, right? We don't need to look at that. The whole product construction, envisioning areas wide open. The whole leadership wide open. Those are great places, to go spend energy, but I don't know that we're fighting a battle that we would need another manifesto for. I, about 8 years ago, thought I was going to go into the product design, but my heart's not there. And like everybody else here, I'm in leadership these days. What does leadership mean and leave out the word agile? Just in the 21st century, we're in 2020, whatever number we're deep in the 21st century. Culture is a certain way now that it wasn't 15 years ago. We know things about leadership, blah, 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 blah. So there's a huge topic there. Do we need a manifesto for that? I don't know. I don't know if we're fighting a particular battle against anybody that requires a manifesto. But anyway, yeah, I'll just stop there.